My name is Andreas and I'm working as a project manager and digital transformation analyst. So today I would like to talk about applying digital transformation and innovation in backup files and applications on Azure Stack Hub and Teir applications and data for analytics. So you asked us to support your innovation and transformation program and provide guidance to survive and get the best results while you walk through the jungle of digital innovation and transformation. So this is the starting point we are coming from, and the jungle of digital innovation and transformation holds a number of challenges and pitfalls. Therefore, we have to communicate to solve problems and overcome those challenges. And to communicate, we have to speak the same language, and a kind of the same language is using a standard. So the high amount of standards are again a jungle themselves. So on the one hand, you have vendor-specific standards, which represent the vendor technology, but not your business aspects, especially the aspects of digital transformation and innovation. On the other hand, you have standards like ITIL, COBIT, TOGAF, or PMI. Each standard is looking for a specific focus, and each standard is good to use for those specific realizations, but they are not focusing on aspects of technology and aspects of digital transformation and innovation. So you need a standard which integrates within your company, within your technology, and within your ideas, innovation, and transformation processes. So, and one more thing, the alternative to create your own standard is not a good idea because it will cost much effort and you are never sure if you are using the outperforming processes and approaches. So therefore, as I said before, you need a standard which will be the basis for digital transformation and innovation, and this standard must clearly reflect transformation and the different degrees of innovation. It also must reflect necessary technology and the advantages and the impact for your business, as I said before. So I would like to offer you nothing less than the standard of the standards. I would like to offer you the standard of the outperformers. So leading practice offers you the solution and will provide the opportunity to speak the same language while walking through the jungle of digital transformation and innovation. And here you can see the first part. The digital innovation and transformation infinity framework is a non-linear, iterative, agile concept that guide practitioners to work with digital innovation and transformation concepts and capabilities during its development phases and lifespan. Therefore, it offers the understand phase as a kind of a deep dive into your business, your stakeholders, and things you're doing well, and also things with potential for optimization. During the design and developing phase, the innovation will be born and will be described. Challenges like determining the value opportunities or description of the innovation content will come up. And by the way, you could either have an incremental innovation, a substantial innovation, or a radical one, a radical innovation. The execution phase will be a kind of an ongoing project to implement information solutions, train people, change culture, and so on. And you do have the optimize and improve phase to identify change drivers, estimate impact, and continuously improve your service or product. Let me show two more parts. The periodic table of enterprise elements is used to describe your business and consists of a grid of elements laid out by the three main enterprise layers you can see on the bottom of the graphic. So business, information, and technology layer in blue, yellow, and red. Within those layers, you can find specific categories in a color code of 8 groups. The table can be used where the 8 color-coded categories of groups are sorted by their relationships to the layers and thereby the productization, service bundling, and the delivery concepts applied to them. The heat map, which is shown on the right bottom side of the slide, is used to describe the effects of digital innovation and digital transformation to the models which are building the basis of your activities. So, for example, the revenue model or the operating model. So this leading practice standard helps us describing complex systems as well as innovation and transformation potentials. On top of this enterprise standard, leading practice offers reference content, means descriptions of outperformer processes for nearly all standard processes through a massive amount of industries. So all in all, this brings incredible advantages for your company, and I will focus on 2 examples now. So this should be sufficient as a quick and general overview. So back from the general perspective to your specific cases. So you are an outperformer and you asked us to support in 2 specific cases to show you outperformer standards and solutions to integrate in your company. So the first case is the backup of files and applications on Azure Stack Hub. You described your current backup situation to me as a process with a lot of manual actions. Several departments do have several processes for that. The current backup does not reflect the needs of the business and the needs of your employees. And by the way, it is not on-premise only. It is on-premise only, and it is not redundant. So here is the solution for you. On this slide, you can see the as-is technology marked in red. So you have an Azure import-export and an Azure Active Directory in place. What we are now recommend is a bit more and will fulfill modern aspects of backup and recovery as well as business continuity and disaster recovery strategy. So it will provide the integration of a reliable and automated backup possibility. It will increase the effectivity and efficiency with a lean approach and transparent cost model. And it will fulfill the highest requirements of backup strategy while keeping costs to a minimum. So just a short technology overview. On the left-hand side, you can see the on-premise Azure backup server, which is controlling the backup and recovery to 2 regions. And the Azure Active Directory is controlling the access for that. For data transfer, you can use the Azure Express route and the Azure import-export services for HDD import is also possible. So during the digital technology anchoring, I mapped the solution components to lead meter objects and its subtypes. Every component of the solution is reflected by a line item describing it. Every component supports a strategic objective, and for every component, you will find a critical success factor objective. You can see 3 examples on this slide. If you would like to have more details and the full picture of this, we can go into a deep dive later on. The next step was the heat mapping. The heat map highlight what and where to change in order to enable and focused digital innovation and transformation program. So for this case, the focus for your actions will be mainly on transformation. The affected models are the performance model, the operating model, and the cost model. You will face advantages for effectiveness and efficiency, and it will offer you opportunities for system integration, standardization, and cybersecurity aspects. By the way, this solution will ensure that all your departments will have a backup solution according to your governance and guidelines. The solution offers you a cost-effective, automated, and secure backup of all data and applications with high automatization. The benefit is the high speed of initial backup implementation and meeting the global backup strategies every time and save time, FTEs, so it means save money. The solution can be measured by the proportion of cloud security and risks, while satisfactory controls have been fully implemented, by the storage capacity, as well as backup costs, including the few manual activities in combination with a degree of automatization. The price model is really easy. So the price is simply based on amount of used storage for backup and utilization of Azure Express Route. The import-export service is based on imported and exported storage amount. It's easy, so isn't it? We are really experienced with projects like this. Therefore, our MS Azure consultants can implement the solution, and the implementation will be led by one of our lead certified project managers. We stand by your side not only during the implementation. So as you know, we offer several support and service plans up to dedicated hotline support and dedicated consultant contacts. Most of the things you should do are done on a high level already. So you understood the need regarding reliable backup. You created and understood the backup strategy, and you should understand your IT landscape, including positive and negative aspects of it. So I would be happy to explore possible and different backup strategies together with you, if this is not done already. You told me that you want to reduce the FTEs for the current manual backups, implement consistent backup strategy across all countries and company locations, focus on beneficial IT services and automate basic services like backup, and clear heterogeneous backup landscapes. So this solution offers you to improve the performance model, the operating model, and cost model, as I have presented some slides before. So the second case is Teir applications and data for analytics. You described several challenges to me, like data security, handling of personal data, the need to store and process those data, and everything is linked to regulations by law. So here comes the solution for you. On this slide, you can see the as-is technology marked in red, as some slides before. So you have an Azure Queue storage in place. What we are now recommend is a bit more and will fulfill regulations by law, as well as your customers' requirements to a modern service. The solution automatically filter information for internal, so on-premise processing and storage only, and data which could be processed and stored in the cloud. A short technology overview. So the Azure Functions and Azure Archive Storage will extend the existing Azure Queue Storage, and you will have the opportunity for on-premise web apps. On the Azure Cloud part, you will have the opportunity of further cloud advantages for those data. So one thing in advance, our solution offers you the opportunity to use web apps to provide innovative service opportunities to your customers, using web apps as new service channel, and everything according to data protection agreements. You have seen the digital technology anchoring some slides before regarding the backup solution, so you know the approach. Here you can see 3 examples regarding this analytics solution. And if you would like, we can have the full picture of this later on. The next step was the heat mapping. For this case, the focus for your actions will be mainly transformation. But, as I mentioned before, the web apps will offer space for innovative solutions. The affected models are the performance model, the operating model, and the cost model, which will cover the transformation, and the service model for innovation. So you will face advantages for effectiveness and efficiency, and it will offer you opportunities for performance, system integration, standardization, and automation. You can increase your maturity level and make sure that internal and external policies and guidelines will be followed. The solution ensures that data is processed and stored on the basis of data protection agreements and law. The benefit for this is to process sensitive data according to those regulations and the chance to benefit from web apps for protected personal and less protected general data. And you can realize this by simultaneously improve your information filtering. So the solution can be measured by the storage capacity and degree of automatization. And the price model here is really easy too. So the prices for Azure Stack components are based on the license model, which applies to your company master agreement. And the price for cloud is based on storage utilization and usage of web apps. And also here, our MS Azure consultants can implement the solution, and the implementation will be led by one of our lead certified project managers. And here as well, we offer several support and service plans up to dedicated hotline support and dedicated consultant contacts. So before I come to an end, I would like to take a look what you should do, want to do, and can do. So together with you, our consultants understood your internal compliance regulations as well as the affected law aspects. So I would be happy to support you in understanding and working out the advantages of web apps together with you. You told me that you want to improve compliance and law conformity, strengthen customer satisfaction, and reduce costs by automation. So this solution offers you the chance to innovate your service model, and it offers you the opportunity to improve the performance model, operating model, and cost model. So in a nutshell, let me come to my conclusion. The usage of leading practice standards standardizes visual representation, and you do speak the same language for every transformation and innovation aspect. And not only for those aspects, also for business analytics, workplace analytics, and a lot more. The backup solution offers you a quick and easy backup implementation and ensures consistent backup for all company locations at the same time. The analytics solution offers an easy way to filter and process information compliant with the law. And please let me spend my last sentence to the very important topic change management. So to make sure to get the biggest benefit of the identified values, you have to make sure that a professional and integrated change management is in place. So if you would like to get more insights on this topic, I'm happy to talk about later on. So far for now. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much.